Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Georgia and I'm mainly reviewing fragrances for men and women. Today I'm going to talk about a niche-like fragrance. In my opinion, it's an underrated fragrance. And this fragrance comes from the house of Jimmy Choo and it's called Jimmy Choo Flash. I'm going to also insert a picture with the packaging, because I do have a tester here and it didn't come with the cap. It does have an interesting cap though, and I do like this bottle. It's really interesting. Look at it. So Jimmy Choo Flash Eau de Parfum. I do have here in 100 ml or 3.3 fluid ounces, and this of course is a tester. But before we start with this fragrance, a little bit about who is actually Jimmy Choo. Jimmy Choo is a high-ranked shoe designer from Malaysia, established in London, and his brand was introduced in 1996, so it's mainly a shoe brand, and his first fragrance was launched in 2011, and of course it was named Jimmy Choo. I think his fragrance line is a really interesting fragrance line. It's well put together. It doesn't break the bank, and therefore I decided to go ahead and give it a try with a couple of fragrances to test it out. And so far, I'm not disappointed. But back to Jimmy Choo Flash, like a flash. It is like a flash because it's in your face when you spray it. However, this fragrance was introduced in 2013. The nose behind this fragrance is Christine Nagel, or Christine Nagel. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I apologize if I butchered it. And among the notes we have, in the top we have pink pepper, baked strawberry and tangerine. In the middle we have tuberose, white lily and jasmine. And in the base we have heliotrope and white woods. The price on this particular fragrance starts at about $32, and it goes up depending on, of course, where you buy it and what quantity you're buying. And the lasting is really great. It's 6-7 hours plus on my skin. So again, not on clothing. It might last longer on the clothing, but on the skin, 6-7 hours, and I think it's great. To me, this fragrance, it's like I said, I would place it in a niche brand fragrance because it has this unique scent I haven't smelled before. And I sniffed a lot of fragrances throughout my life, but this is unique, and here's why. It is a really interesting blend between strawberry and tangerine, but it's more like a dried fruit tea. So it's a tea made out of strawberries and tangerine mixed with heliotrope. I think this is the perfect description for this fragrance. So it's more like a fruity and heliotrope like fragrance. People describe it as a white floral. I wouldn't say this is a white floral fragrance. No, it's more like a heliotrope, like a purple floral fragrance. Well, not really purple floral, but I'm talking about heliotrope, which is purple. So I would go with the heliotrope, dried strawberries, dried tangerine mix. That's what it is. It's fruity, it's sweet, so careful, don't wear it during the high heat because it's not gonna do you any justice. It's floral in a way because it has the heliotrope note. If you like the heliotrope, buy this fragrance. You're really gonna love it. Of course, you're gonna feel a little bit of notes of jasmine in the background or white lily, but they're really toned down. You can barely sniff them. What shines here is the heliotrope mixed with the dried strawberry and dried tangerine tea-like fragrance. So it's like a fruit tea / heliotrope mix. Beautiful and unique fragrance. It's also a little bit spicy, if you ask me. Aromatic, very aromatic fragrance. Some say it's animalic. See, I don't know. I don't see the animalic note in it, but it's unique. That's how we describe it. It's more like a niche fragrance. So if you're interested in really interesting fragrances, this is probably for you, and it's not gonna break the bank either. Works great in a fall. I would wear this in a fall with no problems. Works great also in the spring and also in the winter time. So this is one of those fragrances that avoid wearing it when it's hot or humid. It doesn't do any justice. It's gonna stink. But it is interesting. Tea blend, heliotrope blend. Interesting fragrance. I would not put it in a certain age scale. I mean, everybody can wear it. Avoid the heat. It works during the day, it works during the night. You can even wear it in a club, no problem. But again, great fragrance to have in your collection. Careful with the spraying because it's a strong fragrance. It's in your face. It's like a flash, like poof, you know, something like that. Bam, in your face. Anyhow, aromatic, heliotrope, tea, fruit tea mix. But when I say fruit, I'm referring mainly to dried tangerines and dried strawberry. It doesn't have the freshness of the fruit in there. It has more like the dried fruit or dehydrated fruit scent in it. That's what makes this fragrance interesting and unique. So I would easily put it as a niche, no problem. You're not gonna smell like anyone else. So if you want to be unique, try this one. Careful is very sweet, and don't wear it in the heat. Flash by Jimmy Choo. My name is Georgia. Thank you so very much for watching, and see you in my next one.